Alright, let's keep talking about bits because it seems to be the topic of everybody's choice lately. I'm not sure. My internet says it's unstable, so I don't know how well this will work, but who knows. Anyway. So, whoa! The biggest thing I see so often and so commonly on a lot of different groups, Facebook groups and pages, we're gonna go get summer, is that people ask, what bit is gonna make our horse stop? Shh, Martha, please stop. Or what's gonna make my horse turn better around the barrel? And there is no special bit. There is no special bit that's going to make your horse stop. There is no special bit that is going to make your horse turn. And that is all horse stop. There is no special bit that is going to make your horse turn. And that is all requirements of going back to and if need be, around. Get that established really well back on the ground, and if need be, around. Get that established really well back on the ground, if need be. If you can't do it on the ground, you're not gonna be able to do it in the saddle. And like I said, there's no magic bit. There's no magic cure-all. It's okay, baby, just wait. And so I just want people to understand that. Go back and go back in a regular O-ring single jointed snaffle. Go back in a halter if need be, or a side pull, or whatever. You do not need a bigger bit. A lot of trainers, a lot of good trainers, they'll still throw on a rope, or a halter and lead rope and ride a horse every once in a while, or lope and hack more. If they just need to leg something up, absolutely, they will. Just toss on a lope and hack more, or halter and lead rope. Leg that horse up. They don't need anything big or special, or hey, this one's gonna make my horse stop, or this is gonna make my horse do better. That is not it. It is about training, and I cannot stress that enough. Do better. That is not it. It is about training, and I cannot stress that enough. Another thing talks about this nutcracker effect. If you look at an actual nutcracker and what it does, the nutcracker squeezes together like this. When we pull back on a snaffle rein, it does not squeeze together. It pulls back individually. And so many people sometimes do not realize that. Now, I'll be guilty. I did not really realize that till I really took one of the classes I took, and then I was like, oh. And snaffles are not meant to be used two hands at a time. That's another thing so many people don't always understand, is that they think a snaffle is two-handed all the time. Or you're starting a colt and you're two-handed all the time. No. Go back to one rein at a time. That horse is not going to understand, especially colt that you're starting. They ain't going to understand you. They ain't going to understand what's being asked. They sure as heck ain't going to understand how two reins work, or neck reining. I see some people trying to neck rein a colt. I'm like, that ain't going to work. You need to go back and do one rein at a time. And trying to put a halter on one-handed is not very easy. Who would have thought? Anyway, Let's see if we can accomplish this. Oh, we'll get it done. Anyway. We got it. It's too loose, but hey, we're going to make it work for right now. You want to take her in the round pen? Go in the round pen, baby. Anyway, those are some things that I get asked a lot, or I see asked over and over and over. And I think it just really needs to be stressed that that is something that you just, or I see asked over and over and over. And I think it just really needs to be stressed that that is something that you just can't ignore. And don't tie her up, just stay there. Okay, we gotta go get your saddle. And so that's one of the things that really needs to be reiterated. I know there's people out there who maybe can't afford to send their horse to a trainer, and that's fine. And they try to do it themselves. But if you're one of those, again, that's fine. But reach out and ask questions. Get a trainer, you know, maybe go take lessons from once a week or something like that. Or, you know, there's trainers like myself that offer online courses or online lessons. You don't have to travel necessarily all over the place, but you can ask questions. There are a lot of groups and places that you can ask questions. A lot of Facebook groups. I mean, heck, you can pretty much Google anything. There's going to be YouTube videos. Do what, baby? 3 horses? This many. You got 4 fingers. We have 3. There you go. Good job. She's 2 and she's trying to figure out how many fingers is what for 3. So she's trying. Give her a lot of credit. Oh. But anyway, I don't know. I wasn't even paying attention to comments. Let me go and scroll through. Let's see. Just train. I didn't even know Lisa was on here. I'm sorry, Lisa. I was just talking. Swerve. Still very new. And that's fine. There is, you know, whether you're new to riding or new to learning, or, you know, your horse is new, whatever, it's still always going to take time to learn about different things. And the other thing, too, is that there's been actually more recent study done about new home syndrome. Google it, look it up. There is a paper on it, and it's actually really interesting how it works. In that, I've seen this happen with one of my clients. She sent her horse to a trainer for 11 months. She got the horse back. The horse was okay. Kind of got sick, so they got over that. But in the paper, it talks about how after about 2 to 3, sometimes even 4 months. You got your saddle. Come on. A horse will. Okay, baby. And sure enough, that is exactly what happened with my client. And she got really frustrated, and she's like, I think I'm just going to send my horse back to a trainer. And I said, now wait a second. And I had sent her the paper. I don't care who, what. I feel like you're going to be in the same boat when you get that horse back and after, you know, getting it back for a couple months. You're going to be struggling to figure each other out. And that's what it is. And by the end, you know, after 2-3 months, they started to click. It wasn't necessarily the horse was badly trained or, you know, a horrible horse. The horse was just trying to figure out what was being asked and how it was being asked and that sort of thing. Because the horse didn't know. Hang on. Okay. We're all right. So, it takes time. It really does. Horses they got their own minds. They got a mind of their own. Let's see. I don't know. Holy crap, I got a bunch. I'm scrolling through, make sure I didn't miss anything. Okay, nope. I don't know. Oh. Might be too late. Anyway. Okay. Some of these I was just trying to catch up on messages because I didn't know. So if you do have a question, go ahead, shoot it in the comments. I'm trying to catch up. I don't. But my daughter's also insisting that she rides. Oh, I don't know what button I hit. Ah, I hit a button and I have no idea what I hit. I'm sorry. Oh. How are you? Oh, okay. All right. So that's mostly what I wanted to talk about today, as far as getting on and doing a live and just kind of talking about some of that, because like I said, some people they just think it's going to be instantaneous. They send their horse to a trainer, they don't realize that it's not, that it takes time, and you know, it takes some effort. I'm gonna have to find his shoe. I don't know, baby. So, and if anybody's watching this and they're like, well, you're in a hoodie, and you know, my son's in a hoodie and my daughter's in a hoodie, it's like, I don't know, 60 something today in southwestern Oklahoma. The sun is starting to go down. Hey, you're fine. So it is starting to get a little chilly, but it's still sunny and fairly warm, so it's not horrible. But anyway, I am gonna hop off of here so that I can take my son back into the house, and I think he's ready for a nap, and my daughter wants to go ride her horse, so we got her caught up, and hopefully we can get on tomorrow and do a short live as well. But if y'all have questions, like I said, shoot me a message. I'll be glad to try and help you out.